Morning. Today what we're going to do is learn how to add a photo into Adobe Premiere and give it some animation like our text. So I have a photo here. I airdropped it and I went to my Finder and I dragged it to my media file here. Now I'm going to drag this right underneath my age clip because I want this to be part of my age. Show me as a youngster and then maybe show me as a little bit older. I'll kind of resize this. Now as we add, and I'll move my timeline here so you can see, as we add a photo, it fills the screen. And we want to resize this, right? My goal with this first one is to have my text come down and then have my image slide in above it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize my photo. So I click on the photo in the timeline here, and I go to Scale, and I'm going to resize it to be about that big. Maybe a little less. That's probably good. But then I want it above, so I'm going to move it up a little bit here to about right there. Okay. Now I want this photo to start off the screen. Okay, off the screen. So I'm going to click the photo, just like our text that we learned. I'm going to actually take this position, and I'm going to start it over here. Okay. And I don't want it to start moving until about now is when I want it to start. So I'm going to hit position. And that kind of activates it. And then I want the photo to stop in the middle when the text stops. So go to there. And then I'm going to drag my photo back to the middle. Boom. And I want it to sit there for a little while so it doesn't move so we can see the photo. So then I'll go to there and add a keyframe. And then I want the photo to slide out about there. So I'll go to there and then I'll position this photo again so that it slides out. Okay? Let's see what that does. So my text comes down, text slides in, photo slides in, photo slides out. Okay. Now if I look at my keyframes here, I can maybe let that sit a little bit longer towards the end here and maybe come in a little bit later. Now it's going to increase the speed. Let's see what happens. Good. I can even let that sit a little bit longer. I want that to go after the text goes. Let's go about something like that and see what happens. So I'm just moving those keyframes. Good. And now I can actually add those same effects that we added to the text. So I go to temporal interpolation, continuous Bezier. I can go to that, and I can play with kind of these animations. And let's see what that gives us. Nice, that looks great. So I have that there. So the next step would be I could add another photo. So maybe while the top one comes, after the top one comes in, then the bottom one would come in. And then they'd both slide out. Okay. So what I'd like you to do today is to get your photo, one of your first photos, put in and animate it. And then this week we'll learn some different ways we can animate photos, and you can go ahead and start kind of tossing those photos in to create your video. All right. Good luck.